Hey, Eagle fans! Your Statesboro Walmart is your one-stop shop for all your Georgia Southern football and game day needs. Pick up your GSU sports gear here. We have t-shirts, hats, tote bags, koozies, stadium bleacher seats, car spirit flags, wall pennants, beads, and more right here at the best prices in town. Also, don't forget we can handle all of your tailgating needs with our great food trays, baked goods, and fresh, high-quality meat, seafood, and chicken.
Walmart. Save money. Live better. Walmart.
On this week's show, part 2 of our interview with Eagle head football coach Willie Fritz, as we discuss the pressing needs with key seniors lost to graduation, as well as do the Eagles go the junior college route for a quick fix. And welcome inside the Eagles Nest. I'm your host, Josh Aubrey. The 2014 season, a memorable one, to say the least, for the Georgia Southern football team, who went through the Sun Belt undefeated and claimed the league's title in only their first year of playing in the Sun Belt. We gave you a review of the season this past week. Tonight, we take a look at the future of Georgia Southern, how they plan on replacing some key contributors who have been lost to graduation, as well as the pros and cons of winning Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year honor is great. It's a staff honor. And, I really feel that probably the best thing that I've done as a head coach since I've been here is put together a great staff. Offense, defense, kicking game. It's a blended staff, some guys that have been with me for a long period of time, some guys that were already here at Georgia Southern, some guys that I didn't know that I brought in, and they work really well together. There's a lot of egos in the coaching industry, and we're very fortunate that our guys really don't have egos, and they're really able to work with each other, week in and week out, and I don't have to worry about some nonsense that other head coaches have to worry about. All conference team, I'll be honest with you, I'm a little disappointed. I really felt like we had some guys that were really deserving of maybe being first team. I got second team. Some guys that I certainly felt should have been second team. We had some teams that actually had more all-conference performers than we did. But you look back at it, it's there's 11 teams in this conference. I've been in some conferences where you've only had 6 teams in the conference, so it's a lot easier to make all conference and maybe not as prestigious. But I'm disappointed in some of the guys that didn't make it and maybe didn't make it to the level that I felt that they deserved. But the main thing, is winning the conference championship. We look back on 2014, that's going to be the thing everybody's going to remember.
The good thing about Georgia Southern, you got a pretty rabid fan base, and you saw them, the best of them, when they're out here after your championship victory. The bad thing is the fans as well, because they expect this year in, year out. You've set the bar pretty high. What can Georgia Southern fans expect for next year?
Well, we've got a lot of guys coming back, and the thing that I'm excited about is we've already implemented our program as far as philosophy, practice routine, everything. So the majority of the guys are used to our way of doing things, so they're a little bit more veteran. I know a lot about the guys now, as far as what they can play in the kicking game, what they can do offensively, what they can do defensively, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. They understand the off-season program. We've gone through that once. I forget sometimes when you take over a program about how much explaining you have to do. But when you're in a place, especially your second year, you can talk very quickly to the guys, and they understand what you're doing, and you can do more work instead of explaining things. So there's some areas that we lost some good seniors, no question about it. I looked at the pro day from the year before at Georgia Southern, and we lost a lot of great seniors off that team from the 2013 team, 2 guys that were drafted. One guy who kind of took the NFL by storm. So every year, when you have a quality team, you're going to lose quality players to graduation. But we've got a lot of quality guys coming back, a lot of really, defensively, we've got a ton of guys coming back who've played a lot for us. Offensively, we've got a ton of guys coming back. And then some spots, we're going to need some guys to step up. It's always interesting to see who ends up being, the guy that takes this other guy's spot. Who's going to take Deion Stanley's spot? Who's going to take Edwin Jackson's spot? Who's going to have that kind of impact? Garrett Fry on the offensive line, Man Ray St. Amour. Who's going to be the guy to take their spot? Because they took somebody else's spot here a few years ago, and we need someone to step up and do that for 2015.
With more than 100 years of experience under one roof, Complete Car Care on 207 Northside Drive can do it all for your car or truck, gas or diesel, even hybrids, motors, tune-ups, front end, air conditioning, transmissions, electrical. Complete Car Care does it all. When others say no, Complete Car Care says yes. Come see what Michael and his team can do for you at Complete Car Care, 207 Northside Drive.
Junior college-wise, we're going to recruit junior college. It's very little. Even though I've got a pretty good junior college background, I believe when you recruit a junior college guy, you do it based on need. And if I don't think that a guy's going to be able to walk in here and start for us or have a chance to start for us, I'm not going to recruit him. I'd rather build this program with high school guys. So primarily our recruiting class is going to be high school guys. We're going to be able to sign 25. We've got position needs on the board, that so many of this position, so many of that position, etc. But we will also take best available athlete. We're on a much different player than Georgia Southern's ever been on before. We're recruiting Division I guys. Now I can tell them, they've seen us on TV. We're on national TV 6 times this last year. CBS, ESPNU, ESPN, ACC Network, and then we're on ESPN3 every game. It's amazing. I went out last week and was talking to kids and, Coach, I saw this game, I saw that game, I saw this game. I'm talking about kids in Georgia, Florida, all over the place. So we've got to do a good job with identification, which I think we have. Recruiting is a year-round process now. There's some of these kids that I've talked to 10, 15 times, that's in the past, I would have talked to them once or twice. They know about our facilities. We've got incredible facilities. So it's a good time to be recruiting for Georgia Southern.
The Sun Belt Championship, are you seeing more doors open because you can go in there and tell them, hey, here's what we've done, and we're just starting?
Yeah, I really feel like that's going to help us tremendously. A lot of teams sell to a young man, hey, we're building, come on and be a part of it. Well, we're built, and we want to reload, and that's what we're looking to do. So if I'm a young man, I want to go someplace where you have an opportunity to win, and you have an opportunity to win big. As I've said many times before, we want to be at Boise State. We want people talking about us nationally, and I don't know why we can't do it, here in Statesboro, Georgia, with our tremendous location. There's a bunch of fantastic football players in Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, Alabama. That's our primary recruiting base. We've got tremendous facilities, and we got a great academic university. So I'm proud of what we've got going here at Georgia Southern, and there's a lot of young men who want to be a part of it.
I mentioned that one of the tough things about winning is you have the fans who expect it year in, year out. One of the other things that comes with winning is your name gets brought up in a lot of coaching vacancies. Recently, you have Colorado State, Houston, where you do have some ties in that area. I know you're going to be getting these questions as long as you guys are successful, and in a way it's got to be flattering for you, but Where are you in that regards, and your thoughts on the future?
Well, number one, I hope that happens every year. You know, that means you had a great season. That's a compliment to our football program. You know, I'm extremely happy here at Georgia Southern. I really am, and you know, I think we got a chance to build something very special here. You know, and our coaches are extremely happy here as well. And you know, I think we got a great ball club coming back. And you know, I've had the philosophy all my life of working my tail off, and every job that I've had, I work it like it's the last job I'll ever have. So you know, it's flattering for people to say those things, but really it's a direct reflection of the program, not the head coach. You know, the head coach gives too much credit when things go well, and he gives too much blame when things don't go well. You know, so that's kind of how it is in this profession.
And that'll wrap it up for this week's Eagles Nest. We thank you for joining us. Hope to see you again very soon. Everyone out there, please have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.